from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And it felt like in watching the game tape,
This is Joe Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. They'll call this a 41-yard 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down 10. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Ronald. First carry for the USC man. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now
comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
T. Higgins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First part, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after here coming up. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, here's Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 34. Third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start with the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua going to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, it's Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does. He
packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Tua now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Parker. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that Blackburn be forgotten when he talked about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. force the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
Give it some. Give it some.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Back up, son! Back up!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that'll set them back 5. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. Here on the jet sweep, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
Well, we've talked about it before. This jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Hamler now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, it's Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you're head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Two and now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. To do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mario Edwards Jr. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is Hamler on the receiving end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. On third down, Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's what we are.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 38 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action, looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Burrow. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And it's up and good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. On 2nd down, Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. Too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This is Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the... And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Right now.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
We are the baby.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Finding Knox there, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pretty move. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Tua now on 1st down. That is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now in the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Parker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. They hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have to position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the turnover, it's Tua. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 13. 1:44 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jaguars, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sport.